Hold on a
a.m.
sec.
We're live.
Hold on.
We're live. You're good.
Well, what's up, everybody? This is week six, NFL here with ATS. Me and Christian obviously missed last week, week five, due to Hurricane Helene. I think Christian, how long were you without power? Probably a week or so.
About a week and a day.
Week
Yeah,
and a day.
it was
So
pretty
Christian did
pretty
not have
ass.
power for a while. Um, and so that is why we did not have a week five show, but we are back week six. As you can see right here in the graphic, we are 21, 18, and 3 on the year. We are positive.
Yeah, slow start though, man. Slow start, but it is what it is. It's
But
early.
that, let's
Um,
talk about that real quick. That is sports betting, though. I mean,
yeah, for sure, for
you
sure.
you're not going to profit unless, I mean, most professional sports bettors, 57% is your number, right?
Right.
So usually like kind of so like here and there, you kind of battle, then you have one week where you just pop off, and that's how you gain those units. So we're looking to do that this week. So anyways, with that being said, we're gonna get into week six. Obviously we have Thursday night football starting in about an hour. So we'll
Yeah, yeah.
start with that game. 49ers at the Seahawks. Christian, what are we thinking here, bud?
This is gonna be it's an ugly divisional game. I think it's gonna be a really good game to kind of watch here. I'm not gonna have anything, basically on this game on for plays, but personally, I'm going to take the juice and take 49ers money line. But that is not an ATS play. That's a personal play. I'm not gonna throw that at you guys. I just had a rough week last week on the betting, so I'm trying to get money where I can, and I think that the 49ers win this game. They tied the top of the division. This is a Seahawks team that have really played nobody. I think the 49ers are going to come in and not wax them, but I think that they're definitely going to win this game. And Seahawks offense looked really good, but defense looks awful. Like, defense looked terrible. So I think the 49ers have a good enough defense to kind of hold the Seahawks to limited points, and then Brock Purdy's just going to do his thing and just dice this defense up. So, yeah, give me 49ers money line, but not an ATS play, a personal play for me.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you here, Colm.
A lot of juice.
No way the Niners lose this game and go 2-4. They're the way better football team here against the Seahawks. I know they're at the 12th man, but like you said, that defense for the Seahawks is not good.
Terrible.
And I think Bosa and Warner and the boys will get after Geno. I mean, they lost to the Giants last week at home, right? So
Yeah.
short rest. Give me the Niners also coming off a really tough loss. I think they've had two losses like that this year where they're leading in the fourth quarter,
It's a
and
must-win
then
game for the Niners too. Let's
and
not
it's
let's not get
yeah,
it twisted.
they're gonna win this game. Maybe not by, I mean, it's at -4 right now. Um, so I think if you like the Niners, just
Yeah,
like Colin said, take them on the ML and move on with your life.
yeah.
So
I'm probably gonna end up betting Jordan Mason touchdown too, but once again,
yeah,
personal
don't I
play,
mean
not
don't hate that.
ATS.
What's it, Tracy for the Giants went off last week, so
Hmm.
running the football wise, backup running back for the Giants.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
not really gonna post any player props till after Halloween because Booger McFarland said it had a great quote that teams don't take their masks off till after Halloween. I just love that quote. Love Booger McFarland, so I was like, hey, that makes a lot of sense. So I'm just gonna chill, wait back till the end of October, and then I'm really gonna start firing some player props in the Discord. So make sure y'all are in
Christian,
there.
speaking about player props, did you see that parlay I sent you where I went 13 for 16, five to
Yeah,
win 110K?
yeah,
I mean, you want to talk about just barely missing.
buddy.
I
I had
mean,
a I didn't have something like that, but I had a nice little prize picks, little four legger miss because Tatis didn't hit a home run last night. But that's another sport, another story.
oh, I mean, you had one the night before.
I know.
Did
I
you
had
have
I
Mookie
had the
in that?
Mookie Betts home run. I
Oh, there
had
you
the
go.
I
Yeah.
had the Shohei Otani just needed a hit, and Hernandez just needed a hit. Those all three hit in the first inning, and then I just needed a Tatis home run.
You had to sweat 9 innings of no home
Yeah,
run.
no home run. It was tough. It was tough.
All right. Well, with that being
Oh,
said,
oh, oh, my bad, my bad. One more thing. Sorry, I'm delaying this. But Tatis had a warning track ball and a ground rule double that hopped over the
yeah, I
fence.
didn't know that. I didn't
Oh
watch
my
that game last
god!
night.
Talk about just heartbreak, but it is what it is.
Well, back to
Go,
football.
go
We'll move
Padres.
on to the London game on Sunday morning at 9:30 Eastern. The Jaguars. I guess you can call it at the Bears. Not really. It's a neutral site game. Um, Jaguars coming off a big win, first win of the year. Bears coming off a big win as well, figuring out the offense a little bit there with Chicago. This line has moved a lot.
Yeah.
So if you're on the Discord, we sent the pick in Jaguars +3. It is now down to Chicago -1, Jaguars +1, if you want to call it that way. So
Wow.
2-point swing in the today.
That's within the last 6 hours?
Last 6-8 hours, something like
That's
that.
crazy.
So I'm feeling pretty good about it with that line movement.
Yeah.
That means some big money came on the Jags.
I'll be pissed if we lose that one.
I think the Jags, it's kind of like the Bengals situation where they're both really talented football teams and they've had some really tough losses.
Yeah.
And I think what we saw last week from the Jags is how they should play, right? Brian Thomas is a freak. He gets so much separation. And that's got to be T-Law's #1 guy. And then you pair that up with Kirk. I mean, those two together last week played really well. I think the Jaguars' front seven is really, really good. It's going to be really tough for the Bears to move the ball. Travon Walker.
Dude, if Travon Walker plays like he did last week, holy.
Well, this entire season he's been the #1 draft pick that he was, right?
But last week was crazy. You had him on your fantasy team. What do you have? 50 points or 40 points?
I did. I picked him up and then he went off, and I still lost. So, and by the way, on that fantasy matchup, me and Chris are two of the worst teams in that league, and of course we score over 200, and I lose the game. It's just whatever it is.
Gotta love it. Gotta love.
What are your thoughts on this game? I know we're both loving the Jaguars. We had it at +3, obviously.
I think Doug Peterson's fighting for his job right now, and I think he knows it. T-Law is also fighting to stay a relevant quarterback in the league because he came out looking like absolute garbage. But now he's starting to get in the groove. Like, he's so like hit or miss. It drives me wild. Like, he'll go out 2 possessions in a row, touchdown, touchdown. Next 5 possessions, 3 and out, pick. I'm like, dude, what the? And then he goes touchdown, touchdown. Like, he's so hit or miss. But the Bears are super overrated. The O-line is so bad. This Jaguars D-line is going to get after Caleb, and we've seen what happens to the Bears when a team has a pass rush. They panic. Caleb has to run around, and he makes mistakes or he gets tackled. So until the Bears fix this O-line, I will be fading the Bears when there's a good pass rush on the other team.
Totally agree there. Well, obviously you guys know where we're leaning there. I mean, I think the value's kind of gone now at -1, but
yeah.
If you want to take them on the money line to get some plus odds there, then maybe take that, because I think the Jaguars win that game. Anyways, so we'll move to the 1:00 slate. Texans at the Patriots. We have the quarterback change for the Patriots, going from Brissett to Drake May, their first round draft pick.
Let me get your take on this. What do you think about it? Think it's a smart move?
Oh no, move? I think it's really stupid. With that offensive line the Patriots have, I think you sit Drake May for the year.
You've waited this long.
Yeah, and then this game is not the game not against the Texans. They're dirty, like not dirty in a bad way, but like that defense is hunting at all times. Terrible time to do it. Mm-hmm. I think you shouldn't do it at all. I think let the guy sit.
Just let him sit, man.
Let him sit the entire year. You're not going to make the playoffs anyways.
Exactly. We're not trying to win games right now. Keep Jacoby Brissett in. Keep your number 3 pick healthy. Let him just get some reps in at practice. Let him get some like I don't know. I really hope that they let him play the first half and pull him, and they let him play the first quarter and pull him. Like, just let him get some reps, maybe. Like, just a couple drives, but hey, man, we're tossing this season, so like we're gonna put you in for a quarter, get some reps in, then you're coming out. We don't want you to get hurt, so we just want you to get some live reps.
They don't have any guys on the outside that are like difference makers either. So
yeah,
I don't like it. I think Mayo's gonna be gone in about 2 or 3 years. The dude's not built for it. Built to be a head coach, in my opinion.
That was a bad decision, dude. He cannot make that decision. That's like it's like, don't even get me started. Like, it's literally saying, like, you're saying, hey, I was wrong. I'm gonna play him actually. Like, dude, just stick to your guns. Don't play him. It's so stupid, man. But
I wouldn't play him.
I wouldn't touch this +7 though when it comes to the spread.
It's at 6.5.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch it. So
honestly, like,
Pats are
if the
nothing.
Texans come out and play like I think they're going to, then I think they covered that with ease. But
Yeah.
I'm always skeptical of the
That number sucks.
I'm always skeptical of the backup quarterback kind of thing when because they have no tape on them, right? So
Yeah.
it's always there's always crazy shit that happens with backup quarterbacks. So for that reason, we're both going to be staying
Yeah.
away from this game. But I agree, terrible decision for Mayo. I think you keep him learning. He has the most raw talent out of the draft picks this year, but I think he's the one quarterback you need to have sit and let him learn.
Yeah.
With that being
I
said, we'll
agree.
move from one rookie quarterback to another. The Commanders at the Ravens. I mean, talking about a surprise from the Commanders, we both didn't see Jaden Daniels doing that this year,
No.
but props to that guy. I always thought he was the number one quarterback over Caleb.
For sure. I think we
Um,
said that in our mock draft.
yeah, so I always thought he was the better quarterback, but I didn't see him doing this. I mean, it kind of reminds me of RG3 about 12 years ago
But
or
he's
whenever
but
that
he's
was.
but he's so much smarter.
Way better because he doesn't run as much and
Exactly.
get absolutely obliterated. But Baltimore minus 6.5 is the number that it's Baltimore at home. Colm, I know you like this number, so I'll kind of let you ride with this. But I'm kind of on the fence, man. I think it's just
Yeah.
it's a tough one for me. I think that offense for the Commanders is so good. The defense for the Ravens is not your typical defense. I think it could be a
For sure.
shootout if anything.
For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. One, I think we have to look at this line is usually when I see this line, I'm like it's a bait line, 100%. They want you to bet the Commanders. They're giving you plus 6.5. They're gonna take it. So I'm buying it down to -6 with the Ravens because I do not want to mess with the hook because the hook at plus 6.5 or -6.5 always screws you. So I do not want to mess around with that hook. I'm gonna take Ravens -6, and let me just give you a little schedule here. So the Commanders have played let's see here, Bucks, Giants, Bengals, Cardinals, Browns, and now they're about to play the Ravens. The Ravens have played, let's see, I know they started out with the number one team in the league right now, the Chiefs, the Raiders, the Cowboys, the Bills, the Bengals. Like, the Ravens have played, and they have scored 41 points, 35 points, 28 points, 23 points, and 20 points. This Commanders defense is trash. Yes, their offense is good, but the Ravens defense is a lot better than what we think. They've just played very good offenses. They've already played Josh Allen. They've already played Joe Burrow. They've already played Patrick Mahomes. The defense is good, but it just doesn't look like it right now because they're playing the best quarterbacks in the league. So I think that Jaden Daniels is going to have a real test this week. I don't think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league yet. I think he's a great middle tier quarterback, but I think he's going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league with years to come. But yeah, give me Ravens -6. Usually I would be all over Commanders, but Ravens are too good. That run game's too good. They're going to run all over Commanders, and if you can't stop the run, you can't win a ball game. So yeah, give me the
That's a good
Ravens.
that's a good point. That's a good point. I think you sold me there. I like everything you just said about that game. So we actually have that as official play as well.
Absolutely.
ATS official play.
Join the
Ravens
Discord.
-6. Join the Discord. Next game, the Browns at the Eagles. Eagles are a 9.5 point favorite. This game screams run away. That number's so big for a Browns team
Yeah.
coming into the season. If this game was played week 1, it would probably be Eagles -3.
We
I
can be
mean,
short
it's
on
not
this
like
game, man. I don't even want to.
yeah, it's not like they don't have a defense but like I said, numbers
But there's been no pass. They have Myles Garrett. They've had no pass rush. They have Deshaun Watson,
yeah.
but he sucks. It's like you don't know what you're getting with the Browns. I will say I did throw him in one of my parlays. I bought him up to +12 though. So
That's a lot of points. I
just
mean,
so
you
many
never know.
points. Yeah, that's so many.
You never know.
points.
If they can run the football, then that's a recipe for success for the Browns. So we'll see.
Yeah,
We're gonna move past it though because
yeah.
we don't have any plays on it.
That one's gross.
So moving on, Cardinals at the Packers. Packers are a 4.5 point favorite. Coming off a big win against the Rams, right? They played the Rams. Cardinals also coming off a big win against the 49ers, down by 10 in that fourth quarter, and then coming back. So Green Bay 4.5 point favorite. It's come down a little bit. I believe it opened at 5.5, if I remember correctly. I think this is the game where you're going to see the Packers just come out and explode. I I think the Cardinals can have a chance for that backdoor cover though, which kind of scares me.
Mm.
I feel like they're always in that kind of situation. So that's why I would probably pass on this game. But I think Jordan Love, Jacobs, and
Jaden Reed.
I think those dudes are going to have a day. And the defense for the Packers is pretty solid as well. So
Dude, so good.
uh,
They're playing it out of their mind this
I
year.
don't have a read for it honestly, Colm. I don't like it too much to play it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really like anything in this game. I wouldn't don't want to bet against the Packers right now. They're too explosive on offense. Their defense is playing great. And I also don't want to bet against Kyler Murray because he is my least favorite quarterback to bet against because at any moment he can just run in the pocket for 12 seconds and throw a Hail Mary for a touchdown. So
Yeah.
Kyler Murray is the most underrated quarterback in the league, and I hate betting against him. So no thanks. I'm going to stay away from this one. But if anything, I would like to buy up the Cardinals maybe. I mean, that would be the only thought that I would have in this game.
So yeah, we'll end it with that. Tough game to handicap, I believe. So
Yeah.
moving on, Buccaneers at the Saints. The Bucks on the road are a 3.5 point favorite. Derek Carr is obviously out. Rattler in. Rookie quarterback at home. 3.5 point underdog. This is your typical recipe for the Saints to come in here and cover this number.
Yeah.
And it's not an official play for us right now, but it might become one.
It's just hard to put money on Rattler. You don't know what you're getting.
This is what I heard. He's gonna target Olave a ton, and I think when you do that,
Quarterbacks always come out and say that shit though. They're like, "Oh yeah, he's so good. I'm gonna throw him the ball every time," and then he goes out and has 3 targets.
It's one of those games that's so dirty and so nasty. Like you're like, how do you even bet the Saints? That you kind of just gotta suck it up and do it.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean? Like at home. It's not like that team's not talented. That defense is a talented bunch. Kamara,
Derek Carr,
Rattler's got a bunch of weapons on that offense.
Derek Carr looks like he sucks again. We realized he just played the
Rashid,
Panthers week 1.
Olave, Kamara. I mean, 3.5 points. I mean, we're gonna watch this thing. If it gets up even more, I mean, I think I might be hammering Saints for us. But for right now, we're gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, that one's.
Do you have anything else to add to it?
No, I hate that game. I hate it so much.
I'm going to convince you by the end of the week. I'll convince you by the end of the week. Moving on, Colts at the Titans. This is a divisional matchup. This opened at the Titans, basically a pick 'em. It is now Titans -2.5, so we missed that value there. One of those nasty games. I don't know if Will Levis is playing. I know he's healthy, but is he starting a quarterback? Who knows? If they looked a lot better with
I mean, they won their last game and then had a bye week, so he should be starting.
They looked better with Rudolph.
I don't know.
Did they not?
I don't know. I think Will Levis can be a good quarterback. I just think he needs to.
Well, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier with May. Like he's a second-year guy here, and he's barely been developed. I think, in my opinion, like
I do not think Drake May is going to be good.
It takes time to develop these guys. I mean, Peyton Manning said it. Tom Brady said it.
Will Levis has barely played any football.
Yeah, another thing.
He's this good and he's barely played any football. I mean, shit. I mean, I think he's going to be good. I just think he needs some years under his belt. I think he'll be good like year 5.
He has weapons. He has a really good running back in Pollard, and he has 2 really good receivers, in Ridley and Hopkins.
2.
And Tajay is a backup running back, could be a starter other places. So he's got the weapons. I think the Titans win this game. Not sure if we're going to be taking it. That value is gone, but I think the Titans do win this game. Maybe tease it in your parlays, whatever you got to do. But I think the Titans are the right side.
Yeah, or just take a money line, take the juice. I think they win this game.
Christian loves to take the juice.
Got to take the juice.
All right, well, moving on to the 4 o'clock slate. Chargers at the Broncos, divisional matchup. Chargers are on the road as a 3-point favorite. Total's 35.5. That tells you anything. Listen,
super high.
I think the Broncos have been the better football team.
Yeah, but Harbaugh, Peyton. I don't know. Wonder what the record is against each other.
It's a good question because if we go back to
Give me your take on this. I'll find it.
yeah, fine. I don't. I think that offense for the Broncos is coming along now with Bo Nix. He's starting to get some reps under his belt. Obviously, I loved him last week, kind of getting in Peyton's face, like telling him like not being timid. I guess is the point I'm trying to make. I love the fire out of him. He's a really really good athlete. If he gets out of the pocket, he can extend plays, extend drives with first downs on third down, and that's something Herbert cannot do. Um, I like the Broncos defense as well. I mean, Surtain's, I think, the best corner in the league, and I don't think it's close. He kind of reminds me of Revis. You don't see all the highlight plays. I know he had the pick six last week, but in general, he's just locked. He's a lockdown corner. So I would lean Broncos here. The only thing is the Chargers coming off a bye, and that kind of scares me. I feel like Harbaugh is going to have the boys ready, so I think the Broncos are the better football team at this time.
Is this this is in Denver, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's another thing.
I lean Denver.
Another thing. I would lean that way. I don't think we're going to take it, but definitely a hard lean to Denver.
Yeah, I lean Denver.
Did you find the?
Nah, I couldn't find it. I would.
They might not have played though.
They've had to, bro. The amount of times that they were in the playoffs in the same years.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They had to. They were both in the NFC.
NFC, yeah, you're right. All right, well, we'll kind of keep an eye on that Broncos game. We both lean the Broncos. Could be something we add.
Hopefully, we can find the record because, like, sometimes you'll get records like that, and it's like Sean Payton is 6-0 versus Jim Harbaugh or something like that. Like,
yeah.
And if that's the case, we're hammering Broncos. But I don't know. I would like to see that record.
All right, moving on to Christian's team. Steelers at the Raiders. Pittsburgh's a 3-point favorite on the road. I like it. I like the Steelers coming off that loss.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin's a dog, but Jesus, man, if we don't, this whole Russell Wilson thing's just starting to piss me off. Like, just don't play him, bro. Fields is better. Like, don't play Russell Wilson. Do not.
They're not playing him, I thought, right?
Dude, they're thinking about it. I know they are. They haven't come out and said it, but I know they're thinking about it. Like, if Justin Fields loses another game, Russell Wilson's going to be the starter the next week. I guarantee that.
That would be a
if
big mistake.
If they lose to the Raiders with no Devontae Adams, like, there's 100% Fields is getting benched. I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be so pissed. I'm like, dude, why? You know Russell Wilson. You know what you're getting with him. He's trash. Fields has potential. He's young. Leave him in. But I'm not touching this game. I'm not touching this game. This is just two good defenses against one another and two shit offenses against one another. And take the under. It's gonna be like a 17-10 game. 100%.
Yeah, I agree. We're not going to touch that game. It's just a lot of unknowns with both of those teams. So we'll move past that one and go to the next one. Lions at the Cowboys. This is going to be a fun one. Probably the game of the week. Detroit's a 3-point favorite on the road in Dallas, which I think is correct. The Cowboys are missing a lot on defense, obviously. Their offensive line's not good. So it's going to have to be another Dak Prescott show, even though he threw a lot of picks last week and the Steelers should have won. He had that big drive to end the game. I just think the Lions are the better football team. 3 points.
Yeah. Lions are nothing on this game.
I think the Lions win this game.
Yeah, after watching the Cowboys play last week, there's no way that you can put money on them confidently. I mean, Dak looked terrible. The defense was horrible.
Should have lost the game.
The Steelers just could not get the ball in the end zone. If the Steelers got the ball in the end zone, that would have been a blowout. But, I mean, once again, their Steelers dog shit offense, the awful play calls. I don't know why you hired Arthur Smith. Fire him and hire Big Ben. That's all I got to say about that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I heard him talking about the game and what he would have done, and I was like, fire Arthur Smith and hire Big Ben right now.
I kind of love that idea.
Dude, that would fire the boys up.
I love that idea.
Yeah, why not? Why not? He would do it. 100% would do it. But
I hope that happens now. I've never even thought about that. That's awesome.
It would be so sick.
Yeah.
But,
so.
and with Justin Fields. Oh my God.
I think the Lions are going to run all over the Cowboys. Their run defense is terrible.
Hmm.
I mean, I kind of like Detroit -3. Cole, we might have to make that a play, huh?
Yeah, honestly, the more we talk about it, but I'm so biased against the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys so much. I think they're the most overrated team. They lose the first round of playoffs every single year. They've never been good since I've been alive. Yeah, I mean, I'm just so biased against them, and I kind of feel like you are too. I feel like you hate the Cowboys
I'm
too.
not. I don't hate the Cowboys. I've
Okay,
never hated them.
I'm down for it. I'm just biased because I hate them. So I
We
do.
might add it. We might add it. It might be on the Discord. We don't know. You got to find out on the Discord. That's how
You
you
gotta
find
find
out.
out. Gotta find
That's how
out.
you find out. All right, moving on. Last 4 o'clock game. Falcons at the Panthers. Why is this game at 4 o'clock? I don't know. East Coast game. Not a good game. Atlanta -6 on the road. Disgusting game. Not nasty game. This is 100% something I do not want to touch. Because in my mind, I'm like the
Yeah.
Falcons, no chance they lose this game. But this is the game where you take the Panthers plus the points, and you ride it out. You got to have balls to do it. But that's
I don't.
the
I
play
don't
here.
bet. I don't bet Panthers Falcons games.
And we don't bet the Panthers.
Yeah, I don't bet Panthers Falcons games.
Well,
Because we play weird against the Panthers, and the Panthers always suck. And I just
happened
don't
last
understand.
year, if I remember correctly. It was Thursday night football, and um, somehow lost that game. Yeah,
We lost in Carolina last year. I think we lost in Carolina and in Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But yeah,
six
fuck
is a
the
lot.
Panthers.
6 is a lot. We're not going to touch that game. Falcons are obviously the better football team, riding high off of that win last week.
That was crazy.
You got to think it's a letdown spot here. Not saying they're going to lose the game, but
Probably won't cover.
yeah, and we're just not going to take that chance. So
Yeah.
we'll move past this and go into Sunday Night Football. Bengals at the Giants.
Wow.
They're now a 3.5-point favorite. We so we'll go ahead and tell you we got this at -3.
Mm-hmm.
Posted it in the Discord today.
Mm-hmm.
I still think you buy the point if you have it at 3.5. Get the hook. The Bengals are not losing this football game.
No.
They're Joe Burrow is on an MVP level this year. He is playing so
Defense
well.
has just got to show up.
Defense is just not good, unfortunately. They should be 4-1 in my opinion, not 1-4. But they've had some bad breaks at end of games. Like they should have beat the Ravens last week.
McPherson's holder.
It wasn't McPherson. It was the
Oh,
holder.
yeah,
the holder fucked it up. And he still kicked it 50-something yards somehow.
Barely left. Barely.
And then you go back to the Chiefs game, and the referee wants to intervene. Just too many close calls for them. I think they come out and handle business here. Bengals -3, better football team. I mean, we could see that overhit as well, but we're going to take the Bengals by the half point. Now that it's at 3.5. What do you got anything to add, Cole?
No. I love the Bengals. We just need the defense to show up. We need a little bit of a pass rush, and we'll be all right. Joey B's going to put
Totally
up
agree.
30 plus. We just need the defense to not allow 30 plus, which I don't think they do. So the defense has got to wake up at some point and they hold them to 21. We win this bet. So go Bengals.
Go Bengals.
Come on.
And moving in to the last game of the week, Monday Night Football. I mean, the winner of this game is in first place in that division.
Mm-hmm.
Bills at the Jets. Jets coming off the firing of Robert Saleh. I think it was a terrible decision, but I'm not
Awful.
the GM, so I don't know if you're going to fire somebody,
Just
fire
wait
Hackett.
another 3 to 4 weeks. 5 weeks.
I mean, I don't think that, but I think you fired the OC.
But I'm saying they could still get hot. They could. We could turn around. We could turn around. They're 9-3.
If they win this game, they're in first place in that division, and they played awful.
Exactly.
So in New York, they got obviously new head coach, interim head coach,
Coach Brick.
and his energy fires me up. If you watched, they have a show on YouTube during the preseason, kind of like a Hard Knocks, and that guy fires me up. So I think the boys are going to be ready for that game. We have it as a 2-unit play on Discord.
Yeah.
I think Christian added it this morning. Jets +3.
Nathaniel Hackett will not be the offensive play caller this week
I
either.
saw that earlier. Yeah, Hackett's not calling plays. I think Downing is. He was the OC for the Titans a couple years back.
So they're going to get the
Jets
run
plus
started.
3 at Monday Night Football in New York. Underdogs. Buffalo's look terrible. Aaron Rodgers just came off a really bad game, and he loves this is prime Aaron Rodgers type stuff right here.
Hmm.
When he comes off a bad game or a bad press or whatever it is, he loves to prove people
And
wrong.
he does not want to lose to Josh Allen. Him and Josh Allen are buddies, but they got this little competition they play at Lake Tahoe every year, that golf tournament, and they're always shit talking each other. And so yeah, I love this spot. Big two
I'm gonna
unit play.
sprinkle a little on the Jets money line as well.
Yeah,
Plus 125.
I'm gonna do it as well. I'm right there with you, buddy.
I think